Hello everyone, Jonas here bringing another shoutcast. Today I actually have Frisky from VP Gamers, our Protoss player, on the top of the map. On the right side of the map I'm going to have TQWannabe, and he's going to be on the right side of the map. And he's going to be obviously our Terran player. I don't know if I just said that. Did I say that twice? Not for sure, but we're going to keep on going. We are going to be on Metalopolis on this map, so we are definitely going to see close positions, which we're probably going to be seeing some nice little harassment from both sides of the map, and probably some early engagements. Usually when you're close positions and you scout this out earlier, you're going to put the pressure on your opponent. Will they do it in this game? We'll just have to wait and see what direction each player will take. Right off the bat, we are going to have Wannabe actually bringing his supply depot at the choke of his ramp. So he's probably going to be blocking this off to secure this ramp, and that way it makes it a little harder for actually Frisky to do some sort of early harassment or early aggression to him, because he's going to have this fully secured most likely. Frisky, he's going to be throwing out a pylon and going right back to work with his workers. Not going to be doing our early scout quite yet. Probably going to throw down a gateway and then scout. We'll have to wait and see if that's exactly what he's going to do or not. He is going to build that gateway now. Will he go scout? He is going to go scout, so very standard play for him. And he's going to go hopefully the right direction. Nope, he's going to go the wrong direction, so it'll take him some time to actually get to that base of Wannabe and see exactly where he's at. A little bit of lag, and the funny part is I'm actually lagging this cast. So it's not me lagging them, obviously, since this is actually after the game has been played once. This is a shoutcast. I'm sure you guys are well aware of that. A lot of people leaving the game. This was actually during, I believe this was, it's either SGL or PTGL League match that we played against TQ. I think it was actually PTGL if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, do not quote me on that. I'll post the information down below in the description once I actually find out for sure. Doesn't really matter, doesn't change anything in the game, but definitely was a league match, and definitely was a very entertaining match. I heard from some players. I wanted to cast this. I haven't actually seen this yet, so we'll have to wait and see what exactly happens. And we are going to see both players go in the wrong direction, so Wannabe's going to be scouting quite late, and we are going to see actually Frisky finally making it to the choke of the base. There's going to be a Marine and an SCV actually meeting this probe, so he's not going to be able to get in the base, but he wasn't able to get in the base anyways because there's going to be two supply depots and a barracks blocking the way. No gas yet for Wannabe though yet, so very interesting play. I'm sure he might be expanding off of this, which he is going to be right now. So that's definitely a very standard play I've been starting to see from players, getting that expansion up right away, not getting the gas, but after their expansion throwing down that refinery. We'll be seeing that probably very shortly. Frisky though, he's going to be throwing down his expansion as well. And he's going to be getting that first stalker out to help with any probes that or SCVs that decide to come into the base. One SCV finally making its way to the base. This is the original scouting SCV. It just took a little while for the SCV to get around to the base. It's finally in there, and he's going to be able to see that Frisky has one gas, and he is going to be throwing out a second gate. He does see that. Does he see the third gate? I don't think he did. Go to his view really quick. Oops, wrong. And yeah, he did not see that third gate, so he only is aware of the two gates that went up. A pylon behind the actual fog, which is always a good thing to do on this map. Always put a supply depot or something in here. The reason why is because if you don't do this, you won't be able to see if there's like a nice little drop inside your base. Also, it's nice to do this because you can actually build buildings inside here, like a Stargate or something that you can hide some tech in there as well. That SCV is going to go right back in the base. He's finally going to scout the three gates, but it's going to fall to this stalker. Once it actually dies, it will be able to do its duty. He did actually get able to scout pretty well there. Frisky's base is actually finally going to get saturated here. He'll pull some probes here very shortly. He is going to do that right now. Pulls about 3, so he's going to start to saturate his expansion. Lots of Marines being produced from Wannabe. He's going to be producing off of 4 barracks now. Lots of Marines. And he is going to be getting that expansion up and going. No gas yet. Very interesting to see that. 6 minutes in the game with no gas. So he's really going all in, it looks like, with this attack. Just using this expansion over here for the mules, and the mules only, to get a lot of Marines produced. And then we are going to see actually Frisky push across the map with 3 stalkers, 4 stalkers, and a sentry. But that's a lot of Marines. And plus this is going to be choked off here. So I don't know if this is going to be successful at all. Here comes the push. The Stalkers will be able to kind of kite the Marines a little bit though, which is always a nice thing, but we are going to see Frisky back away because he realizes, holy cow, that's a lot of Marines. And TQ finally going to be bringing his expansion. Looks like he's going to go for the high yield expansion. Very interesting to see that. Finally, we do see one gas going down. And we are going to see Frisky trying to stop this attack. He's thrown down another gateway, so he has 4 gateways now. And he's actually chrono boosting these gateways that are on warp gate cooldown to get more units out to deal with all these Marines that are coming to his base. Here comes the push. Frisky trying his best to micro the best he can around to kill these Marines, doing the best he can. One Stalker does finally go down, and he's going to get surrounded here by these Marines in the back of the base. The Zealots are coming in from the back, but the Marines are doing a lot of damage to these Stalkers. 2 Stalkers are going to go down. More Marines coming from the back to actually help out, and the Marines and the SCVs in the back are actually being destroyed. The Marines from the front are coming in here as well, but this is not looking good now for TQWannabe. Wannabe in a lot of trouble here. The Zealots are in front doing a lot of tanking there, and all these Marines are going to fall. More Marines on the way, but they are going to back away because he knows he cannot engage this and win. Frisky's now going to be pushing. He's going to be on the attacking end of this and not the defensive end, and this can be very bad at this point for TQWannabe. Wannabe does have this high yield. It's producing a lot of Marines out of this, but here we go. Here comes the engagement. Stalkers are able to kite. Lots of Zealots in the back. The SCVs are being pulled now. More Marines from the back, and this is looking kind of bad for Wannabe now, losing a lot of actually SCVs on that mining that were mining on there, and even more Zealots coming in. Proxy pylon being dropped as well, and this Zealot is going to die as well. So a few more Stalkers up. We look at the worker count now. 18 to 36 is the worker count. We have actually Wannabe very far behind in the actual economy now. Wannabe trying his best to get a bunker up as well for protection, but I mean, he really produced a lot of Marines early on. Didn't even get the stem pack out. Stem is actually only about 10% done, and he's not going to have any Marauders deal with these Stalkers. These Stalkers are going to be able to come in here, march right in, and be able to kite these Marines once again. Here comes the engagement. Frisky able to pick off a lot of Marines, and these Marines are dying so fast to the Zealots and Stalker army, and I believe that's going to be GG, unfortunately, for Wannabe. Wannabe definitely playing a very interesting game, but it just wasn't meant to be at all. And he is going to lose this expansion here, possibly this command center. Looks like he's going to be able to fly it away though, and it is going to get away with not going into red, so it's not going to damage itself. We have concussion shell and stem pack on the way for Wannabe, but Wannabe is so far behind now. 22 to 38 is the worker count. Workers lost in that engagement. Was 20 workers were killed from Wannabe there, so a lot of workers died. And here he goes. Frisky's going to push into this base, trying to get in there. It's not looking good. Not being able to get in there at all though. And we are going to see Wannabe bring down that supply depot, possibly deciding to push out. He needs to be very careful pushing out though, because there's a lot of troops down here. This command center trying to find a new home, and we are going to see lots of Stalkers being warped in. The tech for Frisky looking good. He's getting his rocks facility up and going, and putting 2 more gates down on his expansion. So he's definitely doing a great job. Here comes the push from Wannabe. Wannabe pushing outside his base. He knows he needs to make something happen, but I think he's going to be outnumbered here. There's too many Stalkers. Force fields his ramp, so these Marauders on the ramp won't be able to get in there, but I think that's going to be GG. We have Frisky trying his best to micro the rest of his Stalkers here, and he is able to pick off that whole army. More Marines and Marauders being pulled off, and this slot body depot is going to fall down. Pulling more SCVs. This is his last chance to actually maybe surviving, and I don't think there's going to be enough to actually stop this, and Frisky's probably going to win it at this attack. Just waiting basically for the GG now, just because there's nothing really Wannabe can do at this point. And there's the GG, and we have Frisky actually taking this game for VP Gamers. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that match. I thought it was a very entertaining match, and I wanted to post just a fast game for you guys. I know I've been posting a lot of long games lately, and I have been getting some people saying they want some faster games posted, so that's what I did for you, and I hope you enjoyed that. Anyways, I hope you keep on watching, and please subscribe if you like what you see and hear. Thanks.